This is round 5 of the winner's bracket. And the winner of this goes up against Weihenstephaner for the championship of the winner's bracket. Now what we have, Kronenbourg 1664. It's a European Pale Lager with a 5% ABV, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. 5.5. All right. And from Spain, Estrella, Galicia. Another European Pale Lager. That is also 5.5. Interesting. These beers are pretty closely matched on the beer sites, the Beer Advocate and Rate Beer Scores, and the average ratings that I normalized and put on a scale from 0 to 1 for each one, and all 4 scores can be from 0 to 1, so you add them together, you get a score from 0 to 4. And Kronenbourg has a total score of 1.611, while Estrella Galicia has a total score of 1.387. These are numbers that I computed using the beer site scores and the average user ratings. Now look at these. I poured these. Very similar in carbonation. You could stick them side by side. You can't really tell. Got quite a bit of bubbles in it, and the head retention on both of these is about the same. I have a feeling this is going to be a difficult one to choose. But I really don't care. I do like both of these beers from what I've tasted of them so far in these contests. You would go to a liquor store and take a look around and you'd see this beer, Estrella Galicia, and you never think much of it. But it turns out it's good. And so is Kronenbourg. But I've had Kronenbourg before. When I fly out on Air France and ask for a beer, that's what they give you, a Kronenbourg 1664. All right, now. Hopefully they're sufficiently mixed up enough. And let's start swigging. That's got some good, maybe a little bit of hoppiness to it. A good malty flavor as well. Crisp, good finish. Can't go wrong. Now here's the moment of truth. Whatever this other beer is, it's been a good beer, but now I'm chasing that one, which was a good beer. So if there's any differences between these two beers, I should be able to pick it up, hopefully. It's either going to be better, worse, or the same, and I can't tell the difference, obviously. This one has a bit more bite to it. This one is just like this one, but just a tad bit weaker. I don't know my eyes. I don't know which one is which. But one thing that I did notice was this had a smell. It had a smell kind of like Heineken, that bit skunky smell. At least that's what I call it, skunky. And it's probably this one. And it's got a taste that goes along with the smell. Whereas this one, I don't really smell anything at all. But yeah, side by side, this one's lacking to this one. Now you can imagine some of the other beers that I've drank up against this one, where this one was heads and shoulders above them. So you can imagine how bad those beers were. Imagine if I had one of those beers up against this one. It'd be like drinking water. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good beer. But compared to this one, it's just falling a little bit short. Now, I don't know if I should just go ahead and call it for this, or just at least drink most of these glasses before I make a real decision. Because things can change. And it's happened before. Now, usually when I get two beers that are so different, one's so much better than the other, I don't even have to drink down to here to make a decision. Just a few drinks, and I've already known which one I pick, which one I choose. But there have been times where I was leaning towards one, and I drank more, and then I leaned towards the other, because taste, flavors start emerging, characteristics start emerging that you didn't detect on the first drink. Especially if it's got some kind of odd taste or that starts coming out after a while. So far, it's not happening. Both these beers are pretty consistent. They're pretty much the same as they were when I started. Whereas I'm still digging this one and not digging this one too much. But it's a good beer. Now, if this is Kronenbourg, it's really surprised me. Because I never knew. I've had it. Didn't think much of it. Just drank it on a plane. That was what they gave me. I drank it. Didn't think one way or the other. And here, when I tried this beer side by side against all these other beers, it's kicking ass. But I could be wrong. Maybe this is Estrella. And maybe this is Kronenbourg. We'll find out here in a minute. And now I'm starting to favor this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. It's just a more stronger, more flavorful beer. A little bit more, I don't know, what I'd call it, hoppiness to it. Because it's got some bitterness to it. Not a bad bitterness, but a bitterness. And got my tape under there. So that is the Kronenbourg. But Estrella Galicia is going down to the loser bracket. We'll probably mop up. And but it's going to have some competition down there as well. And that's it. So, thanks for watching. We got one more now. We got the championship for the winners bracket, and that's going to be Kronenbourg or Borg or whatever you call this. Kronenbourg. But it's French, I think. So who knows? The French have weird pronunciations. Kronenbourg, maybe, I don't know. But now we're going to have this go up against Weihenstephaner, the German Hills. That'll be good, because that's a damn good beer. And so is this. All right, that's it.